There shall be lots of crying. Dear family and friends, we're gathered here this day to witness the marriage vows of Lindsey Noel Litka and Matthew Patrick Wetzel. Marriage is a personal contract not to be entered into lightly, and only after much consideration. Lindsey and Matthew, please take a moment to look upon the faces of the family and friends who have come here to witness your vows and to show their love and support of your commitment. Let us also take a moment to think of those loved ones who may not be physically present, but are most assuredly in our hearts. Lindsey and Matthew have asked their friend Tommy Malik to share a reading at this time.
The future belongs to hearts even more than it does to minds. Love, that is the only thing that can occupy and fill eternity. in the infinite, the inexhaustible, is requisite. Love participates of the soul itself. It is of the same nature. Like it, it is the divine spark. Like it, it is incorruptible, indivisible, imperishable. It is a point of fire that exists within us, which is immortal and infinite, which nothing can confine, and which nothing can extinguish. We feel it burning, even to the very marrow of our bones, and we see it beaming in the very depths of heaven. What a grand thing it is to be loved, and what a far grander thing it is to love. The heart becomes heroic by dint of passion. It is no longer composed of anything but what is pure. It no longer rests on anything that is not elevated and not great. Victor Hugo, 1862.
In acting jargon, we're going to ad-lib a little here. I'd like Lindsey's dad, Randy, to come join me for a moment.
Thanks, Tom.
I do this just so you can see the difference. Proud to say Randy is a fellow retired warrant officer, by the way. Just different service, the Coast Guard.
Matthew, do you take Lindsey to be your wife? Do you promise to love and comfort her? Honor and keep her. In sickness and in health. For richer or poorer. For better or for worse. For as long as you both shall live. I believe that.
I didn't want to have all the fun. Lindsey, you take Matthew to be your husband. You promise to love and comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, for richer and for poorer, for better or for worse, for as long as you both shall live. Lindsey and Matthew will now exchange their own personal vows. I'm hoping we can. So,
First, I need a seat.
Lindsey, I remember the first day I met you, distinctly, which for anyone who knows me, knows it is extremely rare for me to distinctly remember anything for more than a few days. That should have been the first sign that you were someone incredibly special. It was the first day of Young Frankenstein, and it was you and me and Jeremy, and Tommy was there directing, and I remember learning Roll in the Hay, and I remember thinking, I really like this girl. And at the time, I didn't know that meant I liked you romantically, but looking back on it, yeah, I know I obviously liked you romantically, but I just knew it meant there was something about you that I really liked. Your energy, your personality, you were just captivating. And then the rehearsal was over, and I went back to my apartment, and deep down, somewhere that I wouldn't admit, I really missed you. And then every time I went to rehearsals, I got to know you better and better. And the more I got to know you, the more I liked you. You got my stupid pop culture references. I specifically remember responding over It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia quotes. You shared my weird sense of humor, like joking about stealing Jeremy's just incredibly talented feet. And you were also the first person I knew who could get me to genuinely apologize for something, even if it was something that was not my fault. I'm talking specifically about the time when you stomped on my foot, and then I got upset, and then you used your terrifying ability to cry on cue to make me say I was sorry. You stay in my memory. And that is so rare. Most things in my life just sort of pass me by, but not you. I could never get you out of my mind. And I tried, believe me, because I never thought someone as amazing as you could feel the way about me that I felt about them. So I did my best to accept what I thought was the closest relationship I could have to you, which was being your friend. And in so many ways, that might have been the best thing I could have ever done, because it made me your friend. And I love being your friend. I still am, and I still do. And if that's all that ever came of our relationship, I would still consider myself the luckiest man in the world. But somehow, miraculously, that wasn't the case. Once Young Frankenstein was done, I wasn't sure when I would see you again, but luckily for me, you gave me the answer. You asked me to try out for Legally Blonde. I did not plan on doing that, but I would have done literally anything you asked. And so I did, and I got the romantic lead. Opposite the girl who I cared for more than anyone else in the world. And I was so excited and I was so nervous, and every day I got a little bit closer to you until the show ended. And one day, shortly after that, the most beautiful, amazing, talented girl I have ever or will ever meet asked me a question that to this day still stops my heart every time I run. Would you like to go out with me? And I did. And we did. And I have never wanted to let you go ever since. So, one day when I'm old and gray and you are inevitably still the same beautiful, amazing talented you have always been, I'm sure I will have forgotten many, many things. But I am also sure, more sure than I have ever been about anything in my life, that I will never forget you and the way you make me feel every time I see you or think of you. I love you, sweetie.
Follow. He's a little taller. Matthew, can you hear me? Okay. Our entire relationship, I have written you letters. Some I've given to you, others I've stored away. And it only seems right that today I read one that I wrote the night I asked you to marry me. Matthew, I've spent the last few months deciding what to say when I propose. I've stressed over the details, the after party, getting people where they need to be. I've repeated all the things I wanted to say in the mirror to myself over and over. I've written and rewritten my speech, recorded and deleted it, and it's time. No more rehearsals. And somehow I've never been more at peace or more nervous in my life. But I know, like always, when I see you, I won't feel scared. I won't feel pressure. I'll see you and all the reasons that you're the person that I'm meant to take this journey with. You have the kindest heart, one I am not sure I will ever deserve. But I'll spend every day treating it with the respect, care, and love that I can offer to you. You're the smartest person I know. So I'll take every opportunity I can to learn from you and to share my own knowledge and lessons learned. You're my best friend. So I'll spend my time with you in this life as not only your wife, but as your confidant, #1 fan, and partner in all things. On the other side of this proposal is the rest of my life. Our lives are somewhere that is green. See you out there. Now, here we are at the next step in our lives, and I can't help but feel the same way I did. I've never been more at peace or more nervous in my life. But wise words from our friend Reed ring true in my heart today. My finish line is seeing you. It always has been. You're the reason for all of this, because without you, I wouldn't know what it's like to be loved so fiercely and cared for so deeply. And I'll spend the rest of my life giving the same to you. Under the law of equivalent exchange, I give half of my life to you and you give half of yours to me. Well, not all of it, like 85% maybe. Before we walk back down the aisle and start the most exciting journey we've ever taken, I need you to know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, how grateful I am for you. I need you to know how much you inspire me to be a better person and how you've made everything so much better. In closing, you are my rose. You are my rose. You are my rose. You are my rose. I love you, and I'm excited for everything that will come next.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay.
From the earliest of times, the circle of the wedding band has been a symbol of wedded love. Being one unbroken circle, your rings symbolize unending love. May your rings be a constant reminder of this moment when you have pledged your unending love to one another. Matthew, I'll make them short lines, so just repeat after me. I choose you, Lindsey,
I choose you, Lindsey,
above all others,
above all others,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I offer this ring
I offer this ring
as a token of my love,
as a token of my love,
and with it,
and with it,
I join my life to yours.
I join my life to yours.
As this ring has no end,
As this ring has no end,
neither shall my love for you.
neither shall my love for you. I know, sweetie, it's a lot.
It's okay, you can join. I'll take her.
She should be a part of it.
Is it good? Is it so good?
So exciting.
Your turn. All right. Okay, repeat after me. I choose you, Matthew,
I choose you, Matthew,
above all others,
above all others,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I offer this ring
I offer this ring
as a token of my love,
as a token of my love,
and with it,
and with it,
I join my life to yours.
join my life to yours.
As this ring has no end,
As this ring has no end,
neither shall my love for you.
neither shall my love for you.
Lindsey and Matthew, you have sealed your relationship through the pledge of vows and the exchange of rings. You have declared to all your love and commitment to one another in the marriage partnership. And now, by the authority invested in me by the state of Maryland, I pronounce you husband and wife. Matthew, let me kiss your wife. Family and friends, may I present to you Matthew and Lindsey and Olive Wetzel.
Everything is done. We're not including it.
I got it.